gentlemen of YouTube land, Rockdown here with a Raid Shadow Legends video. Now in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my new clan boss composition that I have put together with the help of my clan leader, Almost Psycho. Now, this composition is similar to some other ones that are out there, like your Warcaster, Rosh card combinations. However, this one runs at a 2-to-1 ratio, and I am calling it the Santa Warseeker composition. And now here is the ending result of it here. So 72.06 million on a 1 key, with Fane doing 20 million, Seeker doing 15.8 million, Kreela Witcharm doing 15.5, Warcaster doing 9.6, and Sir Nicholas doing 10.9 million damage. Now, how this composition is set up is Sir Nicholas, we have him running at 247 speed with 71k HP, 80% crit rate, 226 crit damage. Kreela Witcharm is one of the MVPs of this composition, as her A3 gives us the increased critical rate by 30%, which means we do not have to have critical rate at 100%. We can run it between 70 and 80% comfortably, unless, however, you happen to get natural 100 crit rate, but you don't have to go for it. So which makes it easier to build the champions with more crit damage. And she also comes with an increased attack buff. Now, her stats, I haven't quite got her gear finished yet, but 31k health, 220 speed. She is the slowest in the composition and will actually end up be going first. 85 crit damage, 85 crit rate, and 199 crit damage. Now, that will actually get higher by about 14, so about 213 once I fully 16 her necklace. I just wanted to get this composition together in order to show you guys how it works. Okay, another important fact with Sir Nick is you must not have his A2 booked. Okay, you can have all of his other skills booked, but his A2 must not be booked, as he prioritizes it over his A3, which is the Unkillable, and they will overlap each other if booked and will cause you to wipe. Okay. Also, Masteries for Sir Nick are down the defense to Retribution, and of course down the offense tree to Warmaster. All champions except Kreela are running the same Masteries. Kreela is running offense and support, going into Cycle of Magic to hopefully get her ally Protect and her A3 to proc more often, as well as lasting gifts to make them last longer. Now for Warcaster, again, offense and defense trees. He is fully booked, which is required for this. And of course, his accessories aren't fully done yet, but he is currently sitting at 37k health, 2900 attack, 104 crit rate, 144 crit damage. He is not going to be your damage dealer in this composition. However, as much crit damage as you could possibly get on him doesn't hurt. Then there is Seeker. Seeker is currently sitting at 30k health, 32, almost 3300 attack, 249 speed, 95% crit rate, and 224 crit damage. I will be trying to lower this a little bit while increasing this, as there is room for improvement with his composition running 2 speed sets and a broken set. Rila is in Relentless and the only character in this composition that can run Relentless. And then I have Fane. She is in a Fury set and a Speed set. Her stats are as follows: 24k hit points, 4300 attack, 247 speed, which should be 248, but 247 works. 80% crit rate with 223 crit damage. Again, there is room for improvement here, but I will end 221 accuracy. She's the only one in the composition that needs accuracy, and since I have a banner that still needs to be leveled, I will end up with quite a bit more accuracy in this composition. Again, all of her skills are fully booked. Everyone except Nick is fully booked. And now with her masteries, she is the only one down the offense tree that does not have Life Drinker. The reason for that is because I want her to be the stun target. As I do not have a cleanser, I do need a stun target. Either her or Krila will work. However, Krila with her Ally Protect and her A3 buff is better off not being my stun target, and therefore Fane ends up being the stun target most often. And with her not gaining life back from crits like Warcaster and such like that, it stops her from gaining all of her life back and become not being the target of the clan boss for that stun. Because in this composition, you do not want Nick, Warcaster, or Seeker to be the target of that stun. Alright. So in the clan boss run, it does work for Ultra Nightmare, and Brutal. I've run an Ultra Nightmare key today, as I showed you before. 72 million on that, which is a 1 key, and it will 1 key Nightmare and Brutal as well. And how you want them set up is actually like this. I mistakenly had them in this position, but you want them in this position to make it so Seeker is less likely to become your stun target. Again, if any one of these three becomes your stun target, you are done for. Alright. Now, also with this composition, there is a little bit of setup that needs to be done. It is not a full auto composition, and I will go ahead and show you how to do that right now. So how you want to set this up, it's similar to the Rush Guard Warcaster composition. So you want to start off with Warcaster's A3, throwing up the block buffs, which is going to go down, so you are going to take a hit here. And you want to delay Seeker's A2. Okay, so on this first turn for Seeker, we want to use his A1 in this case. For Sir Nick, because we do not want any sort of overlap between these two abilities, his A2 and his A3, we want to use his A2 at this moment. And pretty much from here you can auto. But if you're using Fane or anyone like Draco, anyone with a defense down and weaken, I suggest throwing that up so you get all that nice extra damage from getting those on there. And then I also throw up Freela's A3. And at which point you can hit auto. and away she'll go. Now this is a nightmare run on magic affinity, which will be my weakest affinity, being that Fane will not do as much damage as she should in this composition. But as you can see, the composition works fairly well. And by about, I'll pull up the speed calculator here from Deadwood Jedi. From turn 4, it falls into this rotation all the way down to turn 50. With Warcaster going last. Now, tools that I use to help me build this composition, of course, checking the speeds. I use Deadwood Jedi's Clan Boss Speed Calculator. I also use the fitting room in the game itself, and I also used the optimizer from Hell Hades. Now, Hell Hades optimizer, I didn't use the optimizing function itself. I, however, did use its sorting function to build that along with my along with the fitting room in the game, which helped me build some of the better compositions that I've been able to do in a while. So I'll let you guys continue to watch this, and we'll come back at the end and show you what the damage was on this clan boss. Now again, it is magic affinity clan boss, so Fane won't be doing as much damage as she would, say, against a Force clan boss or a Void clan boss. However, this composition works against all affinities except Spirit. It will not work against Spirit. The only way I can see this composition working against Spirit is if you were to take out Kreela or Fane and put in somebody like Doom Priest at that point, as this composition does not currently have a way of blocking debuffs. So you want to keep that in mind when building this team, and maybe have an alternative team available for Spirit Clan Boss. I fortunately have a Bat Eater comp as well, so I will be able to switch to that for Spirit Clan Boss. Anyways, I want to thank you all for coming out and watching this video on my Santa the War Seeker composition for Ultra Nightmare, Nightmare, and Brutal campaign. I was very excited to get this out to you guys, and I hope you all enjoy it. Make sure to like and subscribe for more Raid Shadow Legends content, and we'll catch you all on the next video.